Are you the king of R&B? Just yes or no. Yes or no? Because I think you are. But do you think you are?
I mean, I can't answer that. I'm a king of something.
Right. And I
I
know
mean,
we gotta go because
ain't Jacquees the king of R&B?
Musician, dancer, actor, and diamond selling artist are just a few of the terms to describe the legend that is Usher. He's graced stages all over the world and produced iconic albums that have stood the test of time. He's even taken over Vegas with a residency like no other, and now he is stepping into the shade room.
What's up, roommates? It's your girl Tembi, and today we have none other than the living legend, Usher, stepping into the shade room. How are you doing today?
Timby, I love your name.
Oh, thank you. It's Zimbabwean.
I love it, man.
I used to watch you back in Zim growing up, doing all the dances. Usher, baby.
Oh my God, that's cool.
All right, so we just met some of your fans, or one of your fans. So what was that moment like for you? Because obviously you've been in the game a long time. You see fans going crazy, but physically watching every single thing they went to, from a rainstorm to having to switch flights to missing their flights to driving and all of that stuff. What did that mean to you, seeing that?
I had a great appreciation for the effort, and everything that they had to go through to get here. I mean, that type of commitment should be, rewarded. And it is normally, with a show, but man, to see something like that level of dedication, you don't really get a chance to see that part of it, and great that she was using her phone to kind of, capture the entire moment up until she missed the opening of the show. But it really wasn't even about that. It was just, man, she deserved to see the entire show. But man, she went through so much to drive miles and miles, and then there's a closed road and have to drive miles and miles back to then figure out flights, and then the hassle of then miss the flight and then have to figure out how to get ready in the car and da da da. I'm just like, man, she deserves even more than this. She deserves like a private type, kind of one-on-one experience. So when I heard this, I was like, oh, this is so cool to be able to allow her to be surprised in this way, and then I can be a part of it as well. But no, it's great to see the level of my commitment, level of my fans' commitment.
Yeah, well, you're so amazing to even do that. But congratulations to you for your Vegas residency. That is so crazy. Is this something we can have forever? Like, do you have to stop it at some point, or can you keep going?
The idea of residency
right
means you spend a small amount or maybe even a longer amount of time in one place, one isolated place. Okay. I like the concept. With touring, you tour all around the world. You got to pick huge productions up, move hundreds, sometimes thousands of people if you have two different productions running at one time. But that's a heavy lifting, and it's really heavy on the body, in addition to the fact that you don't get a chance to stay connected with the things that matter the most: family, business, whatever, health, whatever it might be. So I don't know if it would be residency just in Vegas,
right?
But residency, I like the idea of doing that, to be able to go places. For instance, I'm getting ready to go to Paris, and I'm going to spend a little bit of, of my time there, and we're going to do several shows. So who knows?
We need all the Usher shows we can get, like whether it's Paris, Vegas, London.
But let me ask you a question. So
okay.
Zimbabwe, if I were to do a show in Africa where I could do a residency and come one place where everybody will come, where do you think I should go?
Okay, I'm gonna be biased and say Zimbabwe, but realistically, I would say maybe South Africa.
South Africa.
South Africa would be, and I'm gonna say South Africa because it's close to Zim, but it's also a big hub.
I need
a
hub.
People love Ghana or Nigeria.
Ghana or Nigeria.
But I'd say South Africa.
South Africa would be great. Okay, so ideally, right, it would be dope to be able to go to South Africa, maybe go to Ghana.
Are we going to
It has
South
the type
Africa?
of. I'm not saying that I am. I'm just saying in the event that you were asking about residency.
Right.
I think it's a good idea.
Somewhere in Africa, for sure.
Somewhere to sit down everywhere I'm going, whether it's Germany, Africa,
every continent. Every continent.
That's a Shade Room exclusive right there.
Well, you're so loved and so celebrated. So what does it mean to you to have everybody go to your shows, from Anita Baker to 21 Savage and everyone in between? Like, when you see that, like, what even goes through your mind?
I mean, I'm rocking first and foremost for the audience that's there, and they get a new treat, a treat that sometimes wasn't expected. And I get a chance to give the people that I really love and admire They're flowers. Yeah.
You've worked with every single person you could think of. You've performed with the likes of, you know, Michael Jackson, everything. Is there anyone you haven't worked with? Because you've worked with everyone that you would like to work with.
Martin Scorsese, it wouldn't be bad.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? You know, I as an actor and as a creative, there's a lot of really incredible, you know, directors.
Yeah.
But as a musician, as an artist, I just want to spread my wings and do other things outside of music, but use music too. I think that there needs to be more musicals that kind of speak to our idea of what we consider entertainment. If you come to my show, it's a bit theatrical. I'm skating. There's some acting somewhat. It's not acting scenes with dialogue, but there's a purpose behind all of the things and the people who are moving around on stage. There's a theatrical sense of what's going on. I love to be able to do that in addition to what I do in music, to bring that aspect of sort of a theatrical movie or something.
Yeah, I'm excited. And My Way was 25 this year. Confessions is 20 next year.
That's right.
Do you have anything like special planned for that? People said you were doing a part 2. Is that true? Is that just a rumor?
It's just a rumor at this point.
Okay.
Yeah, but you know, who knows? When we get there, we'll see.
Is there a possibility?
Next year. We got time. So I said, so there's space and opportunity to think of new ideas. But the one that is 20 years old was a brilliant one.
Yeah.
And for every producer, writer, you know, creative that had anything to do with it, we celebrate 20 years of an album. I mean, most people don't have careers that last that long, so to have an actual album that has stood the test of time, you know, I appreciate my fans for continuing to love the music and new fans for finding ways to it. You know, I was just talking to Shay. She's like, I don't quite, you know all the dances and stuff. I'm like, oh, so TikTok is now informing how people feel about the song that I made 20 years ago. That's crazy.
Yeah, and your catalog is crazy. You've marked your place in this world. Are you the king of R&B? Just yes or no? Yes or no? Because I think you are, but do you think you are?
I mean, I can't answer that. I'm a king of something.
Right.
At least my sons. No, but I feel like, you know, if I confine myself to just being a king of R&B, that would be too short-sighted. I love R&B. R&B is a segue to many things, right? You know, I love R&B. And if people have given me that title of someone, you know, that has consistently done what I've done, hey, I'll take it. But it's so much more than just, you know, just being that.
Right. And I know we gotta go.
Ain't Jacquees the king of R&B?
Jacquees.
I don't want to take his role. Nah, that's the little bro. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, I don't know, man. There's many kings. You know what I'm saying? And many people who contributed to what R&B is. I'm more invested in making certain that it doesn't fade away. Genres of music that were very popular at one time, they're not as popular, not as potent. They don't have and hold as much excitement. I hope that R&B never does that. So I want to continue to encourage people to listen to it.
And you got to be the reason it never dies, because people are saying R&B is dead.
As long as I don't think it is. I think that there's just many different sides to it that might be being looked over. You know, when I think about how R&B has, you know, really been the breath that breathes the life into hip hop. Let's not forget that if it didn't exist, hip hop wouldn't. So therefore, the son of R&B is hip hop.
Yeah. And I know we gotta go, but I gotta ask you really quickly, why did you play with the people like that and tell them Beyonce was coming out?
Because it was April Fool's. It worked. It was a good joke, right?
It was so good.
Yeah.
Are we gonna see you guys do something together again? At least even like dance? Because that
We've done some things together, you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like the Naughty Girl video.
Naughty
You know
Girl
what I'm
video.
saying? We did
Love
in This Club
Part
remix.
2.
You know, we performed on each other's stages before.
That supermodel performance lives in my head rent free.
Oh, Bad
Rent
Girls.
free. Oh, Bad Girls.
Yeah.
Sorry, Bad Girls.
Bad Girls in Puerto
Rent-free.
Rico. That was crazy.
Rent free.
Yeah, man.
We gotta see something like that again with you and B.
Yeah, I think it would be dope. That's some real king and queen shit, right?
Right.
Yeah.
And lastly, Usher, you are a musician, you are a dancer, you're an actor, you're a mentor to other young R&B players. You have a whole NBA championship ring. Like, there's so many things. What is next for Usher?
More you know, I think that as long as there's, you know, life in me and I'm inspired, then I'll continue to do creative things. You know, if music is where it all started, business is what took over. So I'm hoping to do more business. I'm hoping to be more creative and keep people inspired, because it's not just about what I'm doing right now. It's about what it inspires other people to do to keep it alive, you know?
Awesome. Well, thank you so much, Usher, for stepping into the Shade Room.
Yo, thank y'all for bringing Shay out here, man. I really do appreciate doing all them TikToks with her. You know what I'm saying? You know, I love it. I was like, yo, this is dope. You know what I'm saying? To be able to. Yo, by the way, if you meet the celebrity that you love the most, you would want to ask them a million questions and do a million things. Most people don't have the courage, like they're not courageous enough to do it. So I was like, I love that she. You know,
she didn't just
did
say
it.
hi and then bye, and then she was like, wait, let's do another one. Let's do a redo.
No, she was about to do like 4 more if we didn't stop her. No.
Awesome. Well, thank you, Usher, and
Absolutely.
Congratulations on everything, and wishing you all the best.
Keep my name in it.
Hey roommates, if you want to see more celebs stepping into the Shade Room, make sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel here.